Hey Eddie, so your question for me is why is your game more than just voting with the majority and not reaching out to the minority while that was happening? So I've kind of talked about this a little bit during like oh my God, Corey's question, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Corey. But I can reiterate a little bit more, like expand, give some more examples. Um, and so I think just starting simple off, the main reason why my strategy wasn't just voting with the majority is because I was often one of the people who was guiding the majority. I was telling various members of my alliance, working with individual people to get the majority onto the vote that I personally wanted. Um, so this is evident where there was only one round, where one person came to me and said, "This is the plan." And I said, "Okay," as opposed to the other way where I went to the people and said, "This is the plan." And they said, "Okay." And that was during Corey's vote with Gage and you coming to me saying, "All right, this is the plan." But the other votes, the Jose vote, the Bodhi vote, the Glow vote, Bo, Venny, you, Lucas, I was helping getting the numbers with the people within my alliance to get those players out. So with Jose, I worked with Corey after Jose had created that messy six-person alliance, or tried to create that messy six-person alliance that never got off the ground. I worked with Corey to flip all that onto Jose, get that unanimous vote against against Jose. And for Bodhi's vote, I worked with Sammy to finally fully concretely bring together that alliance of seven that stayed in the majority through the rest of the game to flip against Bodhi's proposed alliance of eight. Um, Within that alliance of seven, I knew that I would have the most control out of any possible alliance that I could put together, the most influence, most control, and I would also be taking out someone a huge threat to my game at that moment in Bodhi. Um, Excuse me. No, and again. Sorry. The next round, I worked with Corey during the second Dreamtime vote to ensure that we had enough of our allies in the Dreamtime that we could do a split vote plan, and that then I could also have Glow go at the end, because I knew Glow would be a person who would not specifically Glow, would not have my best interest moving forward, would not really respect anything that I did in this game, and I knew that I did not want her to continue forward in this game on a game level, despite being sweet old Glow. Oh my God, I love all of these Skype calls coming in during me trying to film these. Awesome. So, all right, back to the game. So during the merge vote, I there was still a lot of idle paranoia going on from Lucas's vote, and um, I furthered that. I specifically said to people, I didn't know if Lucas had an idol or Lucas didn't have an idol, and I didn't really care. I used people's fear of Lucas having an idol to get the vote onto Bo, who I saw had the least potential for my future game moving forward. I saw Lucas and Maddie as people I could potentially talk to, and you as a huge shield for the judgment vote for both me and Drew, who was one of my allies at that time. So that left Bo. So I used the idle paranoia, went to the people in my seven, made the idle paranoia, tried to make it as big of a deal as possible to get the votes onto Bo instead of the rest of you. Next round, I worked with Drew to help flip our alliance quietly onto Venny, who I'd found out from Drew had been withholding information, potentially planning on flipping, and possibly working against me, which, oh my God. Again. God. Sorry about that. So with that vote, the Venny vote, I really made sure that no other chats were made, no like 5-person chats of everyone in the alliance except Venny, so that paranoia about, oh, is there a 4-person chat? Is there a 3-person chat? Am I not in a chat? None of that happened, so that then the alliance could move forward as solidly together as absolutely possible. So then in the home stretch, the one vote that I did, that I was voting with the majority, which wasn't even a majority as it was a tie, was when you and Gage came to me saying, the vote is Corey. He's trying to leave you out of this vote. And then, even then, on the revote, I was the one who went to Nikias and said, hey, none of us are flipping. Um, Vote Corey. Like, you will be fine after this. You will be, like, we can all move together. Us engaged can still move forward together as the remnants of that 7-person alliance. We're the last 3 left. We can move forward. We'll have the majority, the 3 of us, moving forward together. And then after that vote, even though Nikias had just voted for Gage, I really made sure the 3 of us were on the absolute same page moving forward through the end of this game to make sure that the 3 of us did all get here together. 3 people from that original giant 7-person alliance that I created to keep the information flowing and keep all of my options open within that 7 and outside that 7. So on to the second part of this question, probably the more interesting to you part, as to why I didn't really reach out to the minority. As I've said before, I wanted to keep my game very simple with as few extra lies as possible, as few side plans, as few everything as possible. I really wanted to just streamline, keep it simple, keep it with people that I had 100% trust in and had 100% trust in me. So I knew that I had made those strong, trusting bonds with the people in my alliance, but I hadn't made it with the people outside of that alliance. And everyone knew this. Like, it was no secret that a big alliance of 7 existed and was very strong and tight throughout this game. That was not a secret. Everyone knew the dynamics of this game. No one who played this game's an idiot. Everyone knew what was going on. Everyone had a grasp on that alliance. So I knew that if I reached outside to someone from the minority when my intentions were, I was pretty firmly planted right in that majority alliance of 7. That if I reached out to you guys to make a plan, then it would just come off as fake. Like, we would both know that we're both lying to each other, and we would keep up with this whole conversation of, oh, I think we should vote out this person that's kind of like blah, 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 and that would just be fake. And I've been in the minority. I know what it's like to be reached out from someone from the majority who just feeds you this bullshit plan, and you feed them back a bullshit plan, and you both know that it's 2 bullshit plans going forward, and you just keep having that conversation, and I just feel so fake. I just feel like that person, they're being so fake to me right now. What's the point? So I just wanted to eliminate that and not be fake. I didn't want to make up unnecessary lies to you guys. I didn't want to, I knew that my goal moving forward was to stick with as many people in that majority alliance as I could to make it as far, because I knew that those people in that majority alliance were more likely to listen to what I said and more likely to vote, have the vote go where I wanted than people outside of that. So I did keep it in. If that came off as rude, I am so sorry. I do not want to be rude. That is really the whole reason why I didn't reach out. Yeah, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be uncaring. I do, at least pre-merge and whenever I did talk, I did like all the conversations that I had. I do like you all as people. So honestly, if you want to talk later, we can Snapchat after this game. We can start a streak. We can do whatever. We can talk. It is nothing against any of you personally. It is all me not wanting to be fake within this game. So, yeah. I'm sorry if that came off rude again. I just hate fake people. So yeah.